everybody, welcome to the dungeon. My name is Robin and today is Lampworking 101.60. It's really hot down here in the dungeon, so I have been trying to make just simple beads, but beautiful beads, of course. This is a simple technique, but a super eye-catching one at the same time. You know, sometimes those simple techniques are the best. Play around with a lot of clear and see how much color we can get wicking up to the surface. These are really cool beads, these color wicking beads. You can make them in all sorts of different patterns. It just depends on where you put the clear. As always, thanks so much for supporting us through subscribing. It helps me know that you guys are out there watching and enjoying these videos. So thank you so much if you are a subscriber. That really means a lot to me. All right, on that note, let's go ahead and get started with this bead. Everybody take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time in the dungeon. Well, so to begin this demonstration, I want to grab a whole bunch of stringers from my stringer box. And this is just my recent stringer box that I made up not too long ago because I needed to clean up some stuff in my studio. So let's grab like 12 to 15 of these stringers. I am grabbing all opaques, and I just kind of gonna lay them down on my marver table and work with those. I have them laid out in the order that I'm going to use them, just to let you know. Now to start this bead, I am just gonna use clear. You can use any base color for this, but I think that clear is going to help kind of brighten everything up from the inside. Now I'm just gonna wrap my clear glass up that mandrel, maybe 5 or 6 wraps long, a little bit more than a ½ inch. Once I melt everything in, I want to shape it into a barrel-shaped bead. Make sure your edges are really nice, and this bead, or this center bead, is like ready to go. Nice and crisp. And then I'm going to start by laying down all of my cane, or my stringers. It gives you a reason to play around with different color theories and use your leftover stringers. Sometimes I'll pull stringers and then they'll just sit there. And I'll use them for just a little bit, I'll use just a little bit of a stringer, and then I have a whole bunch left over, and they keep piling up and piling up. I'm sure that you all have something like a pile of stringers somewhere. And I have flat stringers, I have straight stringers, straight colors. This one right here is a goldstone stringer. It's always fun to have something sparkly in your bead. And some of them are 2-color stringers. So you just want a really nice variety. That can help a lot with the aesthetics of your colors. When I put these stringers on, I will heat up the very tip of the stringer and add it to one side of the bead until it sticks. And then I'm just slowly heating up the glass, kind of zipping it together with the base bead as I go. One more to go. This one is black. Nice to have a dark color in there too. All right, so I am going to heat all of this up and just start to shape it and smooth it out. I'll start with one side and smooth it out and get it nice and evenly rolled out. And the important thing here are the edges. The first thing I want to do is just secure the edges down to the end of each side of the bead. Rolling them out and just smoothing everything down to the surface. And once I have that done, I will roll the center out, smooth it out a little bit more, just to get back to that nice shape again. All right, at this point, I am going to start adding up my clear. And the way I'm going to add this clear is a big, thick spiral all the way down the bead. Take your time doing this. Get all the way to the other end. And yes, there are different ways that you could apply this clear. You could do it in just a couple wraps. You could do 2 wraps or 3 wraps. But on this one, I'm going to do the spiral wrap, and then I will go ahead and add another layer. And I'm just kind of wiggling my glass rod back and forth to get the most amount of heat out of it, so I can get around that bead without too much of a hassle. And once you have that second row done, you're gonna do it one more time. So usually 3 wraps on a bead like this, really nice, even thick clear, gives you a really beautiful 3-dimensional effect. The most important thing about adding the clear is that you want to add the clear on top of itself every time, so that the color that's in between doesn't get the clear on it, if you know what I mean. There's still that little stripe in between where the clear is not touching itself. All we have to do now is heat everything up. I like to start on the edges, on the sides, and work my way to the other side and going back and forth, getting the bead as evenly hot as possible. Now, when you're heating something like this up that's not necessarily even on both sides, you will have to tool it a little bit to round it out more evenly. But you can already see that color is wicking up to the surface. Everything else is staying nice and deep. And at this point, it is a little off center because of the way I added that clear. So we're gonna go in with our little marver paddle and shape up those edges and kind of push them into a more even shape. And then you're gonna finish heating it up, and that's it, you guys. This bead looks super cool. And in the final shot of this bead, I have 2 other ones that I did some different techniques on, just a straight wrap on a few of them. So I hope you check it out and enjoy, and I hope you make some of these. They're so awesome. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time.